welcome back everybody. I'm back at it again. For those of you who have been following me for a little while, probably know all the things I've added onto my tractor, all the gadgets and some tools that I feel like are useful in helping you get projects done. Well, we got another one to add on the list today, the Brush Grubber. So this is something that the wife got me for Christmas. I'd been looking at it for a while, and so anyway, she asked for some ideas and I had that on my list. So anyway, supposedly this is for anything that's 4 inches or smaller, to grab it at the base. And it's got spring-loaded jaws, so the harder you pull on it, the harder it digs in and grabs the branch or the root or whatever at the base, and hopefully we'll pull it out. So we're going to give it a go here. Haven't used it yet, brand new right out of the box. This is the model BG-08. They make several different models. I'll show you here, and I am going to be, I'll show you right there, I am going to be making it a permanent fixture on the little storage rack right here. It's going to sit on the side right there with a couple bungees holding it in place. So as I had said before, I keep this box blade with this rack on here most of the time, so I'll have it with me when I'm out and about and need to do anything. So this should come in handy for pulling up those little small saplings or whatever. I've gotten rid of some of those things with the bucket with the piranha tooth bar, but it'll grab them sometimes and rip them right out of the ground. But depending on the wood, the softer woods, it tends to slice those off and leave a little stubble popped up there. But anyway, the Brush Grubber it's called. Looks like they have several different models, starting out with the original Brush Grubber BG-01. This is the HD model, the heavy duty model, BG-08, but they've got an extreme model, an extreme plus. So I guess, depending on what you're wanting to try to pull, of course, the larger thing you're trying to pull, the more tractor you got to have as well. So, but anyway, it comes with a complete breakdown on the parts list here. So, looks like you can order replacement parts if needed. BrushGrubber.com. I'm not sure exactly. Okay, that's in Minnesota. Hopkins, Minnesota is where that's made. But anyway, supposedly you hook this to the, open up the jaws and hook it to the tree or whatever you're trying to pull up. There's a spring right here. It says, to have the spring down towards the ground. So I thought it was kind of funny in the instructions here. Let's see if I can find it. Designed for outdoor use only. Brush up to 4 inches. Right here. I don't know if you can see that last item right there at my finger. The heavy duty brush grubber is not to be used on people or pets. Now that really foils my plan, because I was gonna take this and hook it to Robin's leg if she didn't want to help me out with any of these projects and pull her out of the house with it. But I guess since the instructions tell me that it's not supposed to be used, I guess I'll have to steer clear of that plan. I sure hate that. But anyway, all jokes aside, we're going to give this thing a try. I got a little sapling right here. I don't know, if I had to guess, that thing's maybe 2 inches around or whatever. So we'll see how it goes. I don't know. First try, we'll see. Okay, hopefully you can see how the jaws are kind of digging into the base of it right there. So we'll see if we can pull this thing up. slip off, but did get it up. So I don't know, maybe these roots are entangled with bigger trees. Can't see here. We'll find one that's maybe out by itself. But I guess all in all, the mission was accomplished. Okay, I would say it did pretty well on that. So you can see where it dug into the base of the tree there. Let's see if we can get that off. And as you can see, pulled up the whole root and everything. Again, that's probably about a 2-inch tree. I got a feeling the reason that other one broke off because the roots are probably intertwined with the big larger tree right beside it. But yeah, I like that. That definitely did the job. So let's try maybe one more. Alright, I got a little holly tree here. It might be just a little bit bigger, but it's probably still 2.5 inches, something like that. Alright, let's see what happens on this one. Well, I like it. I pulled that sucker right out of the ground. You can see it was dug in deep and got the all the roots in. So yeah, it does the trick. But yeah, that definitely because you know a lot of this small stuff like this, if you hook a chain around it, you know the chain tends to want to slide and you know just slide off the top. It does recommend that you cut the tree off 3 to 4 foot above the ground and then do this, but these were all very short trees. Obviously if it was a little taller tree, you know, something like that back there, a little taller, you don't want to pull it over and let it whip you in the back of the head. So you would want to cut it off 3 or 4 foot. But yeah, I like it. And the other thing with a lot of these little saplings, trees like this, you know, you could hit them with a brush hog or you know, cut them off with a chainsaw. But I don't know about where you guys live, but everything around here, unless it's a pine or whatever, it's going to sprout back up and probably come back eventually fuller than it was before. So that's why, you know, the little brush grubber pulling the whole thing up, you don't have to worry about that down the road. But let me show you what it looks like, my permanent carrying spot. So there she is, strapped into the rack here. So a permanent home for it anytime I need it. In case, for those of you that might have been wondering, I wasn't pulling that from the box blade. I've got a D-ring right there, so I lifted the box blade up high enough. You always want to pull from the drawbar. You know, I would definitely recommend it if you're looking something that you know, to pull some brush up like that around the house. You know, that would be good if you got some invasive trees around your barn or your house. I'm not sure how well it would work on shrubs, you know, because there's a lot of little small roots and stuff there. I don't know. I guess I'll try it on that at some point. But if I have any shrubs to pull up. I know they make one that's kind of like a chain too, that goes through a loop. That's more for stuff like that, I think, that, you know, cinches down on it and squeezes it tight. But yeah, I would definitely recommend it if you're looking for something like that. So anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. Hit that subscribe button and we'll catch you on the next one.